Hi. Sorry, I was grabbing water. I had to run upstairs. Ugh. Happy Friday. We're working on this one today. I was up early. I mean, not early, but I already had my coffee this morning. It's not grab coffee and come up and stream, have coffee, and then like be coherent. I'm already coherent, maybe. For a second, I'm looking at my palette. I'm like, what are all these colors? They're pretty colors, but they're not what I'm painting. Took me a minute. I need to go click the mouse to this window. There we go. Now I can stream. We're working on Sparkle today, because last week, 2 weeks, we decided this one is Sparkle and this one will be Kaboom. And this will be the mirror image. And it will be mirrored not only in physical layout, but in color. It'll be inverse. I'm excited. So I've been thinking about this painting. And my thought is we continue what we're doing here and finish the down part here. And then we erase all the chalk. And then I'm gonna do a transparent black on top because I need to seal this black gesso in somehow. And like, where's carbon? I don't have it pulled out. I was thinking I was gonna do carbon black, but I would lose some of these little fine lines that I did, which was fine, I can repaint them. But I can't get like super close. That would take forever in this area. So it's like, if I just do a transparent black over everything, I'll seal in the gesso, I'll erase any of the chalk with that. There's a few little pinpricks of canvas showing through of the white gesso underneath the black gesso. So it would seal those in too, so we don't have these little tiny black or white dots under the black gesso. And I have to do more white on top of this anyway later. So we're gonna do that. Those are my goals for today, is finish this part, let it dry, erase the chalk, put a transparent black wash over it, and then see what I need to do. My hope is that's good enough. My hope is that I don't have to pull out carbon black, heavy body, and paint in around all of this. That would suck. I'd be very upset if I had to do that. And then we can go and do all of the other fun stuff. So, iPad. So as a reminder, these are how they're gonna be. And this one, you can't really see, I don't think it shows up as well on camera. Like you can see the blue over here. This blue is more like a copper on the positive version of this, on Sparkle. So this is what they're going to look like. And then this isn't actually, some of it's white, but a lot of it is more like light yellow gold. So that will be coming into the painting later. Just like the blue is here. So that'll be a later problem. That is not the step we're on. But I do, however, need my grid. Oh no, stay there. It's easier to see when I don't have all the background noise of that. So we just gotta finish this part and then get rid of grid lines. Those are the goals for the day. I want to say however long that takes, but like if that takes 2 hours, I'm gonna stop. It's a future Mal problem. It is a future Mal problem. Anyway, happy Friday, everyone. Like I said, I've already had my coffee, so I'm already awake. And hopefully not too jittery to paint. I noticed like 2 weeks ago when I was working on this, like as I'm working, like I started out really good, and then I started to get near the end of stream, and I was like, ooh, I'm getting a little jittery on this. My lines aren't as smooth. So hopefully that's not happening. I had replaced both nibs of both paint markers, and this one actually. So I'm hoping that they're not clogged up by now, because that's been a reoccurrent problem I have with all paint markers. Oh, we just finished a hype train, cool. We have a 13-month resub from Super Yoshi 7, 20 months from Shadowplay 626. Anise gifted a sub too, codename Vixen 30. Thank you for the gift sub. We have a 19-month resub at Tier 2 for Sage of Stars, who has Silver Kepi. There is a Silver Kepi emote. There's also a Gold Kepi emote. I'm a silver girly. I like all my jewelry to be silver. I have very little gold jewelry. As I've gotten like my 3 piercings, I've realized that I need to have at least 1 set of gold to match my like single gold necklace that I have. That was my mom's necklace. But like everything else I have is silver. We have an 8-month resub from Elixrin, 7 months from Strawberry Hearts, 18 months from Toku Newt, 16 months from Jade Jennings, and 20 months from Anise. Thank you all for the resubs this morning. This very chilly November morning. Let's test all of these to make sure they're not clogged. The thin one is good, even though I didn't use that one last time. And the one I always use seems to be... maybe okay. We'll see how that goes. And then the felt one is, as expected, garbage. These ones have become my least favorite. Maybe I just need to replace the entire marker? I don't know. But I've not been happy with them for a long time, which is why I switched over to the plastic nib instead of the felt nib markers. Darkness Bride said it's snowing here, and I saw Jade, it was cold up by you. Ugh. I know they had snow in Milwaukee, I want to say, because my family was talking about it. Plastic nib, how does that work? Well, before I get paint everywhere, let's talk about that. Where are the markers? There. Okay. This is the worst baggie. Who puts 2 single marker nibs in a bag this big? They're down here. Who does that? So these ones are felt. So they're just like compressed fiber pieces that go into the marker. And like that's like the standard kind. So if you think of like a Crayola marker, like the normal Crayola markers, like that's what those are. This one is also that. Let's see, let me move it over the black part. There, this guy. This one's also felt. That one goes in this guy. But these two, and these are the only size for these Dollar Ronnies that get the plastic, is the 0.8 and the 1mm. So the 0.8 ones, what is a dark surface? This. So these ones are felt like towards the back, but then the front is metal, and then there's a plastic tiny little nib there. And I can't really show because it's tiny. And then the other one, the 1mm, they're just like solid plastic. Just trying not to shine that too much with the plastic. That's just solid plastic, and there's like grooves in it, so the paint flows down the grooves and then through the center. One of them is shattered. Huh. That one's my favorite. The 1mm is my favorite. It seems to do the best for me, which is what I used for most of this. All right, let's get Kaboom out of the way because we don't need that today. If I need something to do, and this that I'm planning to do today goes very fast, it will need to dry. So if it goes fast and needs to dry, which is what it will need to do, and I feel like I want to keep working, I could grid the next one. I could. Let's see, I probably want to start here because I'm right-handed so I don't smear anything. So this guy is this one. So if I move down, I just kind of need to start going square by square. And I'm aiming for this center for the most part. but not always. We have a 20-month resub from Spinatrap. Good morning. So this is just a long process of doing this little square by square like we did last week. And that's why we only got half of it done. And then every so often, the tip of this marker, you have to pump it, so you have to like push it down on a hard surface. Preferably something that's smooth and not going to rough it up too much. It just helps release some more of the ink from the reservoir down into it. Spinatrap says my 2-year-old woke up at 4 a.m. Ooh, I'm sorry. That is very early. Okay, so this square is done, but this square is not done. Renee says, I do not miss those days. I think I'm just going to move down a square and then kind of go in a snake pattern. So this one, we have a few. And I will follow these like all the way back a little bit just to make sure I'm getting that full line. And we did do a little bit of line weight, like making some of these a bit thicker up here last time. So I drew them all in first, and then I took a paintbrush to them. So many squares. Is this a Chaz stream? Knock off Chaz stream. We have Picross at home. Picross at home. Drawing little images in little boxes. Highly educational live stream about shapes. My rice cooker is done with my lunch. Okay, this one has like these multiple bursts that are happening. No, you did not tell me that, Chaz. You will have to tell me when I see you later today in person. What am I eating for lunch? I made, I don't know how to pronounce it, Korean marinated eggs, and I'm going to serve them over rice. That is my lunch. We have a 5-month resub from Night Owl. Good morning. Amaya says, we rated Josh with Get Miku'd and he thought it said Get Milked. I can see Josh thinking that it said that. I don't like how this looks, but the line weight's really gonna change it. So like, I have half a mind to just pull a brush out now and do that. Maybe the move here is like, do a row and then use the brush weight. Maybe. It's a very Josh thing for him to think, yeah. Brush has been giving me trouble. I don't know if I want to use it. Let's see. Let's see how much I have to fight with it. Yeah, we don't like this brush anymore. Let's find a better one. I've noticed that my small brushes are the ones that tend to go bad first. And then all of my larger brushes last me forever. Let's try you. Friendship ended with brush. Sometimes, like, I don't know. Like, I'll set a brush aside when I fight with it, and I'm like, I don't like this brush anymore. And then I'll go back to using that brush, and I'm like, oh, this brush is fine. Why did I stop using it? So I just put more of what's in the paint marker on my little dish here. It's actually doing better than the marker is. Who's new bestie? This Blick Decorative Synthetic Round number 0. That's new bestie brush. I'm very careful. I'm trying not to move into this next square because I know I haven't touched it yet. New Bestie's fancy brush? Cheap brush. Very cheap brush. Like that already feels better there. You're welcome, Adrian. Glad you're painting. Well, I hope you enjoy work. Oh, that's not the right brush. This is, or pen. This is the right pen. Lately, I've really needed to go to the art store and get a bunch of small brushes. Because I feel like my small brush supply that I have is dwindling. Steven, we need a field trip to the art store. I can go at any point. I had actually suggested to Jeff, seeing if he wanted to go. And like, it's not dire that I go. So I'm just waiting. Whenever. Okay. I think there's something clogging this, and I think I fixed it. Alright, now we just do this next row. I'm switching back to the brush temporarily. So like there's kind of like a little explosion happening. Oh, I have hiccups now, shoot. Here, but then there's also like this.
Cool. Okay guys, we got one last song for y'all, and it's a Sonic tune. It's Chemical Plant Zone. Let's go for it.
Vagabond says, how do you get hiccups so often? I just do. I don't know. But it's like just something that's always sort of happened. If the marker is being cooperative, I shouldn't have to pump it this often to make it flow ink paint. But it's not being cooperative. We have an 8-month resub from SophG93. Thank you. Good morning. It says, hey everyone. Hello. Hi Jiggy. We're painting a sparkler. Tiny piece by tiny piece. Thank you. It will look like this. There. I took this photo in October. No, iOS, I don't need to see the photo information. That's fine, thank you. I know you think you're trying to help. Which square am I on? This one. Okay. Now we are on this column, the one that starts here. But it can include useful information for your painting, like, lens information. Yeah. All right, this is the last terrible row to deal with. Column, because these ones are not as full of things. And I think I'm gonna start down here. Ah, H264, even though it's a photo and not a video. temporarily switch to brush again. I don't particularly love that line. But you know what? It's okay because I can adjust it just a little bit later. Okay, this square, we have a burst here, a burst here, a burst on this line. But they all originate kind of from this burst. So like, this needs to connect here. And then that goes off that way. There's so many little pieces to each square, it's starting to get annoying. Uh-oh. Let's fix that fingerprint I accidentally just made. I also don't love how it took some of the black gesso off. Cool. We have a 16-month resub from D-Tran. Sweet 16 months. Happy Friday. We'll leave that alone for now. For now, we will just keep drawing these endless sparkler bursts. All right, we were about here. There's a lot to do here yet, but I think I want to fill in this guy. How did I just get water everywhere? Not paying any attention. All right. Back to pencil. I mean marker. I'm really excited to almost be done with this tedious part. Like, very excited and very done with tedious part. What's the next step after this? Erase the chalk lines. And I can't really do the down part here because it's wet, but I can do all the top part. Okay, it's just this down here. Okay, very happy with this. iPad can go away for now. Going to start by taking my black gesso, realizing it's really bad, and I should probably toss it. And do that. Fix that. Toss it. Should probably toss it. Just toss it. If you have to wonder, just get rid of it. Now we're going to get rid of most of our chalk lines. And hope that I don't take off more gesso in doing so. But we're going to start up here where the white paint is dry. It's kind of cool when you erase the grid lines. That's as far as I painted last time. So I know some of this is still wet. So I'm going to try to be very careful about, like this guy, I just did that. What did I do the grid lines in? Pencil? No, chalk pastel. A chalk pastel pencil. Okay, it's everywhere except the stuff I just did. That's fine. What we'll do, so we'll rotate it, and then I will find a transparent black. Are you the open one? You are the open one. So my thought is with this is to use Shade and Gray, which is transparent and carbon black, and just go over the entire thing. How did I make a grid on my reference picture? Strawberry Hearts asks. I went into Photoshop and I put my image of the sparkler, which actually had a person in it holding it because it was from the wedding. And I cropped it way down. And then I said, I really like this ratio. What ratio is this? So I figured that out. And then, so I knew how many inches it was this way and this way. And then I did make grid for layout, and then I did however many inches that was, like make a grid line there. And I made it a whole square so they were all perfectly square. And then I took a screenshot. There might be a way to save the image with those grid lines on. I could have probably just used like the line tool, but I didn't. Because when I do it with the grid lines on it and I just screenshot it, it's just for me. So I'm gonna put this over the entirety of this, and it will make all of this white paint gray. That's okay. The goal is to fill in any of these little pinpricks of the white gesso showing through the black gesso, seal the gesso in because I really hate this black gesso. It's not great. In fact, I just threw it away because I don't want to use it anymore. I think I might tint this with more carbon actually and make it less transparent. I think that would be a smart move. I have to tell you guys about these pants I bought. These pants here, I got these from Costco. They're joggers and they have fleece inside. They're meant for like outdoor running, but this room is really cold in the winter. And it was like 30 something this morning. So they're cozy. All right, big brush. Which big brush? This brush, maybe? Ooh, I put way too much in. I was hoping you'd be more transparent. You are not. Let's fix that. Like, I didn't put that much carbon in this. Why are we so dark? We should be more transparent than this. Thinner, what am I looking for? Oh, pure transparent medium. Polymer. Glazing liquid? Let's throw some glazing liquid in this. New rule, don't do that. Don't put too much carbon black in. Okay. This is more transparent. We're getting there. Okay, this is better. Now, this one is the most wet, so we're gonna start down here. This is similar to doing that gold glaze I did the other week, where it's made everything gold. So you can see it's darkening all of that, and that's fine. We're trying to seal in the background. And I want to see the sparkler through it, but it's not going to be as bright as it was on purpose. Okay, you can sit on the shelf again. You don't need to be up anymore. Or I can drop you. Did we really have to go to London Bridge? This is My Fair Lady. No, it's London Bridge. No, that is the same, aren't they? This is what happens when you're not around children. You forget things like that. Oh, pitch flute. this game? Okay. Do we still see it in there? That's the goal, is to still see it. It's not as pretty. That's the point. We're trying to just seal in the black. So I'm gonna paint the edges. Just move this over here. Okay, this has all been sealed. So we have that in there. And it's not dry enough to do the next part. I want to do a little bit of that background, because that'll need to dry before I do much else. I'm gonna get paint everywhere. So let's set this down on top of one of my blank palettes. For now, let's do just a little washing up, starting with my hands. So I think you can see that this is the lightest one of those. I kept adding more glazing liquid, which is just transparent, to what I had mixed up to make it lighter, because I needed to see the sparkler behind it. Okay, no more paint. Let's wash off this brush and then we'll grab Kaboom and do a little bit on that. This brush is going to get a very good wash after stream today. Tech Absol, when are we having Dark Cloud 2 menu music added to the playlist? I think Chaz needs that in the rotation. Chaz, what do you think? All right. Reminder to later to wash that brush. We have a 12-month resub from Pickletron. Thank you for hitting a year. Good morning. We're working on Kaboom Sparkle today. Here is Kaboom. So we're gonna grid this, and then we're gonna do just a little bit of drawing. Hoping that one just may not dry today. We may have to do that next week. I may just have to work entirely on this one the rest of today. But I have all this extra black paint. I don't love it. No, this one is Kaboom. And I can't use that chalk pastel because that is the same color. Hi, Steven. Hi.
I'm heading out.
All right. Have fun.
Yeah, love you.
Love you too. Be safe. Have fun.
Always having fun.
Hope so. Renee, do you think I could rely on him to pick out paintbrushes for me? He has no idea. No idea. Yeah, get ready for garage noise. Brrr. You'll know. Okay. We need to grid this the same. And I need to decide which chalk pastel I'm using. I have light gray. Which one shows up good? That is very light. That is probably what I'm going to go with, and that is probably too dark. Unfortunately, I'm going with the color that is difficult for the camera to see. And that is why. Alright, iPad. Elvin's got, God, this song is so cheerful. So this was Sparkle, but I can't use Sparkle to grid this because we're doing a mirror. So I have to go find my grid for Kaboom, which is this. He just needs to worry about cranberry sauce. That's right, he does need to get cranberry sauce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yes. Poll, will Steven remember to get cranberry sauce? No, because I didn't remind him. There's the garage door. The thing about this one for Kaboom is I could do this in pencil, not this part. I could do the actual firework in pencil if I wanted. Oop. Ruler moved. I mean, I'll have to paint it in black eventually. Back garage door. I need to sharpen this. Alright, place your bets how long till Kepler comes into the studio to cause trouble. He did just eat and got his meds. He may be laying in the sunroom, which is his favorite late morning, early afternoon activity. But he knows I'm here, and he will want a drink. And I have to make pie today. 5 minutes. Can we see these? Yeah, good. When I had done the little test swatch, I didn't think I could see it. Alright, who said 8 minutes? 8 minutes? How long ago did that happen? How long has it been? $3 minutes or so? He just walked in. Garage closed at 1:27, so 3 minutes. Here he is. He hasn't started causing trouble yet. He just took a loop around to make sure I was here. Alright, we got this gridded. It is time to draw. Nope, don't do that. Resharpen this so we have nice sharp chalk pastel. Like I said, I could do this part in pencil because it's going to get covered with a very dark paint, being the dark for the Kaboom painting for the inverse. Okay. The good thing is I'm not mirroring this in my head because I already did it digitally. So I don't have to flip it and count, like, that one was here, so it needs to be here on this painting. That's the good thing. So we had that here. One, two, three. Dot there, dot there, dot there. Here. Okay. That's our base. There's a lot of... there's little dots. Those are kind of all of the same points where all of the little bursts happen outside of the main part here. Again, we did the first one. Time for this one. I feel like I was drawing this in chalk, and then at some point I was like, what's the point? I should just do this in paint marker. I think that was like my conclusion last time. Yeah, that's what we had last time. Now, do I need to replace this pen nib? No, this one's nice. Maybe the carbon black paint is just better. I got a little off on the line, but that's okay. There's our base. Time to start filling in a ton of this again. And I probably should start here and work this way. They kind of look a little bit like spiders when they're really zoomed in like this. The whole effect isn't spider, but just like a little bit of it is. That ends here, okay. Just a little spider as a treat. Spoopy. I may have to look at the other one and do some work between the two. This one's easier to see, I feel like. As I'm drawing it, like looking at all of it. Like this line right here, did I draw that on the other one? I don't know. So it's going to be a little bit of like comparison once I get to like the finalization of all of it. This one's faster than the other one. I think it's because the other one was a learning experience. Radio Judges, I can feel it in my bones. This is going to be a cool one. I'm excited to see them side by side the most. What I'm going to do, I think, is just finish up the little bit right here. I know there's a lot that happens in here, especially around the centerpiece, but I don't think I'm going to stop this one where I'd stopped the other one. I'm just gonna bring these stems down. Okay, that's like a fourth done, whereas I had gotten to half last time on the other one. Where's the cap? Oh, it's on the end, where you should put things. All right, let's grab the other one. So those are them back to back. So this guy is not in yet. That will be this one right there. So we have Kaboom and Sparkle. This is fun. This one is going a lot easier, and it's probably partially due to the paint marker. All right, so next time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the background of this one. I'm gonna make myself notes. 1. Should not make notes there because I may be using that palette. Sparkle is the, let's see, positive, and Kaboom is negative. So what I want to do first next time is I want to first do background of Sparkle, which will include the glow around all of it, because that's part of the background. And then we'll let that dry. And then we will finish first pass on Kaboom. That will be my goal for next time, is to do this background and then finish, because I did like a fourth, we'll do the other 3 quadrants. That'll be my goal for next week. Yes. I should also grab plastic wrap, because I have a lot of the paint I used to seal this in left, and seal this. Because when I do this background, I will need to fade it into this again. So I should just save this paint because I'll be using it then. It is coming together. All right. Let's see, today is Friday, which means tonight is the finale of Banjo-Kazooie. And I do know that there is something called Stop and Swap. And I know it has to do with switching between Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, but I don't know exactly what it entails or why. So don't spoil that for me, or the end of the game, because I don't know anything about it. All I know is there's something called Stop and Swap, and Steven had to figure it out. That's today. That's what's happening Friday. Couldn't tell you if there's a Steven and Friends this weekend. There might be. There might not be. He'll probably announce that tonight. That leaves Monday as the next thing. So Monday I will be streaming Okage, which is a game that I really love from the PS2. It is not aged as well as Dark Cloud 2, but it is very fun, and if you like Moon or Tulip or Earthbound and like having a little bit of humor in the game that's kind of unexpected, then I think you will like it. I am not looking forward to the dungeons, but we'll get through them. Or the random encounters, but we'll get through them because it is a game I really like. Vagabond, Dark Cloud 2 aged well? Better than Okage. You'll see. Ember Laura says, I'm going to be binging Okage this weekend because I can't not know what's happening. Go for it, but I don't think it's necessary for the majority of people. Because there is a huge plot thing that I'm really excited for, and it's fun. It was something very unexpected when I played it. And I'm looking forward to you all seeing that when I get there. It's not right away, it's a bit later. Tuesday will be breakfast stream. Steven's going to be playing more Crow Country on Wednesday, I believe. And I don't know what we're doing next week, because like Banjo finale is tonight, I don't know what we're doing the week after. We'll have to see. I'm not sure. A scary puzzle game. Let's do a shout out to my Patreon sponsors. If you're interested in that and the perks, you can check out the links in chat. We already talked about what's going on next. And I don't think there's anything else to announce. There's been some vlogs out, Extra Life vlogs. They are fun. There is a skee ball video we did on Steven Plays. That was very fun. Oh, Crow Country's scary puzzle game. I didn't see anything about it. That's why. I haven't seen it. I had an allergy shot when he was playing, so I was gone. I don't know, I'm trying to think of like things going on. We have Friendsgiving this weekend, and that's kind of like all my brain is focused on because I need to go make pie. And tomorrow I have to make turkey. Because I said I was doing those things. And shrimp. So I have things to do this weekend. Thanksgiving breakfast stream next Thursday. Yes, we will be doing breakfast stream on Thanksgiving. Ooh, shrimp. Yes. Steven's parents are in town, and his mom does not eat. She's a pescatarian, so she'll eat shrimp and salmon. So I'm doing shrimp in addition to turkey. Renee says, I think that's my modiversary. Celebrate with breakfast stream. Alright, go check out vlogs if you haven't. I hope to see you tonight for Banjo-Kazooie finale. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. And those are all the things. So I hope you all have a good Friday. See you tonight. And I'll see you Monday for Okage. Have a good afternoon.